Stop judging your friendships by how fun they feel in the moment. Anything can feel very fun in the moment. That doesn't mean it's the right thing for you. Start judging those friendships by the fruit they produce in you after. Welcome back to Grow with Gracia, a space for real-time growth for women who are becoming the best versions of themselves through faith, discipline, and business. And let me tell you, if you're really serious about becoming that girl, you need to start getting serious about discernment within your friendships. And one of the clearest signs isn't how you feel while hanging out with your friends, but rather how you feel after. This isn't about how fun it is to hang out with them, how much chemistry you have with them, or even how much nostalgia, how much you miss them. This is about that after feeling. That truly tells you a message. How did you feel when you hung up the phone? How did you feel when you started driving home after hanging out with these people? That's what really tells you something. And when you walk closely to God, that discernment becomes even more sharp. So allow me to give you two clear signs that you need to look out for in your friendships right now. Let's dive in. Sign number one, after you leave, you feel smaller, exposed, and you regret sharing your growth. Not necessarily in the moment, you're probably having fun in the moment, but after. Ask yourself these questions. Did I feel embarrassed explaining my faith? Did I feel stupid for believing in what I believe? Did I feel like they still see me as the old version of me? Did I feel like I had to over-explain myself a lot? Did I feel like my business sounded like a little idea again? Did I regret sharing my wins and goals? Did I regret sharing something personal? Because that post-interaction regret truly matters. If you hang up the phone or are driving back home from a hangout and tell yourself things like, OMG, why on earth did I say that? Why did I share something so personal? It didn't feel right. Her reaction just felt weird. I feel stupid. I shouldn't have said that. I'm never gonna say something like that again. This is not random. This is your discernment telling you that your becoming is not safe. You need to stop sharing to that particular person. If someone consistently makes you feel smaller after you leave them, or you feel like they haven't updated their, perception of you, you need to get away from that, because if you continuously go back to these spaces, your growth and your becoming will feel exposed and minimized, and you'll eventually revert back to the very person you've outgrown after all these years of hard work. Sign number two, after you leave, you feel guilty and compromised. That one is very serious, especially for my Christian girlies out there. And it won't feel like it in the moment. In the moment, you're gonna have fun for sure. You're gonna talk to that friend and you haven't said a bad word in a while because you feel convicted. And suddenly, because you're speaking with her and she's consistently saying bad words, you drop an F-bomb. That felt good. I haven't said that in a while. Like, oh my gosh, you drop that F-bomb with power and conviction, and no one side eyes you. No one bats an eye. It's normal. It's like, okay, yeah. And then they're gossiping, and then you know what? You join in on the fun. It is true that that girl kind of has weird hair. It is true that, and you don't really particularly like that girl, so you kind of join in on the fun. You start gossiping, you start laughing at things or even people that you would never anymore. The new version of yourself that you've become through all that hard work, you would never do that again. But here you are joining in on the fun because it is kind of fun, it's even liberating. You feel like, oh, I've been so stuck up these past few months just trying to be so righteous and perfect. It feels good, to just be to let yourself go. You let yourself go, you feel good, you have fun. Then you drive home. And now you start feeling guilty. You replay conversations in your head and you're like, why did I say these things? That's not who I am. That's not the person that I want to be. I can't believe I said that about this girl. I can't believe I gossiped in that way. I can't believe it. I shouldn't have done that. That felt sinful. You go back home, you feel compromised, you feel guilty, you feel fleshy, you feel like you were bathing in flesh and temptation. Just, you feel dull and just not good. You feel like you denied Jesus. Like Peter. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Jesus said he would deny him. He said, no, I would never. But he did. The first time didn't register, second time didn't register, third time didn't register, rooster crowed. Oh my gosh, I did it, right? Well, the rooster moment for you is that after feeling when you're driving home or you hung up the phone and you're like, wait, no, I shouldn't have done those things. This is your rooster moment, and you're like, oh no, I betrayed those convictions that have been given to me by the Holy Spirit. Like, I ignore all of those things. I gossiped, I did those things, and it felt so good in the moment. Like, we were just having fun. This is just what we do with that friend. This is just our thing, you know? You feel so guilty. But the reality of it is, if you always feel compromised or further from God after leaving someone, if you consistently feel more fleshy or just less grounded after hanging out with someone, that is a message. And you need to really listen to that discernment, girl. It is imperative that you listen. So, what do we do about it, you might ask? Well, you don't need to argue or to dramatically cut people off and announce your departure from the friend group. But you need to start observing more. Start creating more and more space and start reducing access to you. Having access to you, the new version of you right now, is a privilege. Not everyone deserves that. And now watch that after feeling again. After creating all that distance, does your peace, clarity, discernment comes back stronger? That is confirmation that you are doing the right thing. Stop judging friendships by how fun it feels in the moment. Not everything that's fun is good for you. Start judging them by the fruit they produce in you after. That after feeling doesn't lie. It's called discernment, and that discernment has been given to you by the Holy Spirit. So start listening to that and sharpen that skill. The more you listen to it, the better it's gonna be. The more you pray, the better it's gonna be. So just keep focusing on that and keep protecting your growth. Not everyone deserves access to that new self, all right? So that is all I have for today, ladies. I hope that you enjoyed and that you found value in this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, leave a little comment, and I'm so excited to see you in the next video. But until then, keep growing with grace.